Hey everyone, Attorney Joe McPeak for another episode of Sidebar. Today we're going to be making a cocktail called a Little Giuseppe. It is a cocktail with Cynar as the base. Cynar is an Amaro, which is distilled mostly from artichokes. And you mix that with some sweet vermouth, some bitters, and some other ingredients. We have some sea salt and some lemon juice. It's a very bitter cocktail, but not too heavy on the boozy end because the Cynar, as you might be able to see, is only about 16-17% alcohol. One thing to note, in order to keep it authentic, make sure that you buy the regular original Cynar. I've seen that there's also some sort of Cynar liqueur that is maybe close to 70 proof, which would be maybe around like 35% alcohol. You want to maybe stay away from that for the purposes of this drink. You want to really stay loyal to the original recipe. Speaking of which, the original recipe for this cocktail is, I can't really put my finger on it. It seems to be a bit of a mystery from what I can tell. My impression is that this cocktail has its origins in the Boston area, and I believe that because, one, that's where I was introduced to this cocktail at a bar when a barkeep recommended it to me, and two, from what I can tell, it seems like a lot of the sources for different bar recipes come up in the Boston area and newspapers that are based in there, so I think it's based there. If I'm wrong, feel free to let me know in the comments. Any additional history, any additional trivia on this wonderful cocktail is more than appreciated. Now, the first two cocktails we made in this series, we got the East Side and the Pimm's Cup. They were very crisp, very easygoing, very drinkable cocktails. And then after that, we did the Boulevardier, which is a whiskey base mixed with Campari, which is a very strong, very bold, smoky tasting drink. Here, we're still staying true to the theme of bitter, because the Cynar, as an Amaro, gives it a bitter taste, but also a little bit more on the crisper, drinkable style. Because it's not a very high ABV cocktail app. So what you want to do is you want to start off with equal parts Cynar and sweet vermouth, just 2 ounces of each. Okay, form both into a mixing glass right here. Now the original recipe recommends a type of sweet vermouth called Punt y Miss, and I don't have that with me now, but I also don't like to see fluid libations go to waste. So we're just going to stick with our Verdo Martini and Rossi sweet vermouth that we have in stock right now for that purpose. And that'll get the job done. So you want to have 2 and 2 ounces each of the sweet vermouth and the Cynar. And then what you want to do is you want to mix 6 dashes of orange bitters. And you want to have 1 bar spoon worth of lemon juice. We're just going to use the cap to measure that out, actually. Done. You want to stir it up. Pour it out into ideally what you call a highball glass or a rocks glass or a tumbler. Yeah. So we notice that. And then the latest touch you want to have is just a pinch of sea salt. Just some fun. And there you have it. A Little Giuseppe. Pretty much delivers as advertised. The bitterness is definitely there, but if you like Amaro cocktails, but you don't really want to hit too hard in the night, or you're not really a fan of gin or bourbon or rye, give the Little Giuseppe a try and just focus on the Amaro, and it's definitely worth your time. Origins might remain ever mysterious to me, but it's nonetheless a great cocktail. Give it a shot. Stay safe out there. What?